All right, let's join this game in progress. Trubisky almost threw a pick. Why Trubisky is starting, I am not certain. We'll have to check the depth chart. Trubisky on a draw, nothing there. Was that the Jackrabbit, Janoris Jenkins? I think it was. Hell of a stop there, and now the Bills are going to have to punt. So let's back out and see why Trubisky is starting. I mean, I know it's Tiller, and I know he's a Bears hoe, but let's at least take a look at this. I got a couple different teams up here. Oh, he did. He got rid of Josh Allen, so Trubisky is his starter. 74 overall, 27 years of age. The punt, nice little backspin on it. The Bills do down it inside the 10. Let me get this posted here for you guys, and we can continue watching this game. Today's broadcast is brought to you by my wife's book club. So that's one thing that's fun. And then, some Trulies. I'm not a big seltzer guy, but if you got to drink them, you got to drink them. All right, here we go. Saints coming out with Justin Fields. So I'm assuming Drew Brees retired, and this is quite the change for the Saints. Kamara and Fields, quite a duo to contain here for the Bills. I mean, that's not going to be fun. They do have Gregory Rousseau, as you just saw him subbing him in, Julius Peppers, Voshawn Joseph, Ed Oliver. So a really decent defense here for the Bills, but let's see what they can do against these Saints. Here we go, Justin Fields. Let me post this in the streams. Got Kamara in motion. He's going to run out, not on a wheel, but a flat route. Fields over the middle there. And my man is gone. Is that Deontay Harris? Let's see who that is, but he gone. He gone at 7-0 Saints rather quickly. You got to hope there that the Bills can answer. That is indeed Deontay Harris, 23 years old, 74, 89 agility, 91 speed. Already has a superstar dev. I guess he's been focusing on him. You wouldn't think that, but here we are. 23 years old, superstar dev, so you got to think that 74 overall is going to be on the rise. 7-0 Saints, and we are early in the first. It looks as if the Bills got the ball first. I was not here for kickoff, but unless the Saints had a quick turnover, I do believe the Bills and Mitchell Trubisky got the ball first. And we're off. I do believe there's another game that is set to kick off, so ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We may get to watch that one as well. Isaiah McKenzie's going to take the kickoff about 8 yards deep in the end zone, call for the fair catch. Smart move. I don't know. We've all played Madden long enough to know there's a 50-50 shot of a fumble or a decent return, and who wants that after you just gave up a long touchdown? So Trubisky is going to drop back to pass here. We got Diggs here on the outside. Looks like some press coverage on Diggs. I don't know. It's a little risky. And then we got John Brown in the slot. We're going to go play action here. Trubisky's going to try to get it out. Cameron Jordan right there in his face, and Trubisky tries to hand it off to Cameron Jordan. But Cameron Jordan played hot potato and did not want it. He said, I don't want that ball. I know you don't want it, but neither do I. So here we are, 2nd and 10. Could have and should have probably been a turnover there for the Saints, but it was not. Let me pull up this stream and see how it's sounding. So if you hear me in the background. Sounds fine. Oh, now we're going to go potato quality. Is it my internet or Taylor's internet? Who knows? The world may never know. Trubisky again in the gun. Brings a man in motion. I believe that's John Brown. Fakes the jet sweep. But now we got Devin Singletary up the middle for about 9. Fights forward there. Almost gets the first down. 3rd and 2. So you got to love these 3rd and shorts here. I always get the old, puckered butthole. Am I going to run it? Am I going to do play action? Am I going to try to pass it deep? 3rd and shorts, I actually don't prefer them. I prefer like 3rd and 6 or 7, because then at least I know I'm not going to trick myself. At least I know this way I'm going straight up with a pass, because I don't have to worry about fooling myself. Here we go. We got the mid blitz look, although I doubt he brings it. He did bring it, and we got the pass there to Dawson Knox. Nicely done. Makes it up to Saints territory here at the 48. Could have been a bigger gain, but nice tackle there by the safety. He is a superstar dev number 22. Is it Chauncey? Is it old Chauncey? Let's look it up. Saints were over here. Roster. Let's go back to the roster. Am I worried about this play on 1st and 10? No, I'm not. I'm worried about who number 22 is on the Saints. Should I be? Probably not, but I want to. Bruce? No, it's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Why? What are we playing? College rules here? We got Bruce Anderson and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Was indeed Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Dawson Knox with another catch, another 1st and 10. Now we're cooking with grease. The Bills on the move at the Saints 32. Saints come out, bring a safety down in the box. It looks like we got either a 4-4 or a 4-3 with a safety in the box. Not really sure. With his 2 wide receivers set, I form, Singletary, and number 20. Is that Zach Moss playing fullback? It is. We're going deep. Nicely done. Just couldn't get there. Diggs had his man beat. Is that Emmanuel Mosley from the Niners? Looks like it was. Diggs had him beat. Just a terrible throw by Trubisky, which is not surprising because it is indeed Mitchell Trubisky. So, you get what you pay for, as they say in the business. Not sure what happened to Josh Allen. The 99 throw power is nice. That was actually a Josh Allen throw in real life. Josh Allen, I know he had a great 3 or 4 weeks to start the season, but he's turned back into Josh Allen as far as most of the league is concerned. I know Bills fans think he's like the second coming of Jesus, but he's been Josh Allen these past few weeks. Let's see here what we're going to do. 3 wide receiver set. Knox on a drag. We're going to go deep here, and it is, wow, well done by the corner there, Marshawn Lattimore, to come over the top in man coverage, but he still came over the top there. He had a comeback route, it looks like, that he was guarding against, and he said, you know what? I don't care about that. I'm going to come over the top and try to pick this. So a nice read there by Malcolm Jenkins, the ageless wonder. We have reconnected, finally. What you missed there was Tiller looking over the middle there on 3rd and 10, throws it. Malcolm Jenkins nicely lurked underneath and picks that off. You got to try to get points there if you're the Bills. That was a very risky throw. You had the man in the flat there. I believe it was Dawson Knox, but he wanted to go to Diggs, and it bit him. I don't blame him because, look, we've all thrown into coverage plenty of times, but there with 3 in the back pocket, you got to think he'll regret that one. So we are 7-0, and Justin Fields here sends Kamara out in motion. He's going to go to Kamara. Kamara's got the edge there. Jordan Poyer gets there. Nice tackle there. Still a first down, though, but looked like it could have been more at the beginning of that play. Here we go. Apparently my internet has been, I was talking shit on Tiller's internet, but it was definitely mine because my OBS has had to connect a couple of different times to. And here we go. We got Fields on a keeper. Okay, nice tackle there. Number 35 for the Bills. I'm not sure what signings have happened. This is the second season, so forgive me for not knowing the entire Bills roster. But let's check that out. What a nice tackle there. I thought Fields was gone for a second, but we did indeed have Marcelino Ball. What a name. What a name on that guy. Marcelino. I'm enamored. I might have to trade for him. I need safety help. Marcelino Ball. Well done. What a tackle there. We got Tremaine Edmonds. Looks like he's going to be usered. We're sending Michael Thomas, the slant wizard, in motion. Is he going to punch a teammate in the face? I'm not certain. Who is? He's going back in motion. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He wants to punch someone. That's why. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is he going to get it off in time? He does. Handoff here to Kamara. Ed Oliver says, nah, not happening. What a play there by Ed Oliver. He really wasn't even blocked, so it's not like he had to do a lot. But you're not gonna win too many battles when you leave Ed Oliver unblocked. I'm not sure if that was a Madden screw up or if it was just, I don't know what it was. But Ed Oliver unblocked is never a good look for the offense, as my dogs bark in the background. All right, I know we all hate dead air, but sometimes it is what it is. I can't talk for no reason. I'll try. Let's see here. 2nd and 10. Justin Fields right outside of field goal range here. He's going to send a little hot route action, bring a man in motion. Michael Thomas, and he's going to run a little dragger. He's there, but he goes instead to the tight end there. Justin Fields, 3 of 3, 118 yards and a touchdown. I'd say that's a nice little start to the day. Brevin Jordan out of Miami, the speedy tight end. I don't know where he was drafted in this draft, but he does look like he's going to be that late first, early second rounder in real life. A lot of teams would be very happy to have him. Is my internet going to shit the bed again? Are you guys hearing me? I don't know, but I'm going to keep going, keep talking. Let's see. Should I pull up the other stream? Maybe that would be a smarter idea. Let's see. Let's pull up the Saints stream. And let's go ahead and... What do we got here? 2nd and 11. So Tremaine Edmonds makes a nice stop on... wasn't Kamara there. Kamara was blocking. I'm going to stay with Tiller's stream because that one loaded better. So let's stay here. Uh-oh. And as soon as I say that, we get more buffering. I should hardwire this thing, you know? If you're going to broadcast a game, you should go ahead and hardwire. Well, I mean, I only pay $170 a month for cable and internet. Why would I expect it to work properly? I don't know. It's just like, why else? Because I pay $170 that I should expect it to work? No. Why would it work? Why would it work how it's supposed to? Let's pull this back up here. What a disgrace you are, Xfinity. I tried saying you were better than Fios, but you're not. You're no better than Fios. And there's a touchdown. We missed it, but we got it. And now it's fast forwarding. Looked like Traquan Smith there caught a touchdown pass, and it's 14-0. It's getting out of hand fast here, folks. Let's go over to the Saints stream, see if that's going to load, or if we're just going to watch a black stream. Looks like it's going to try to load. I don't know. We'll talk here for a little bit until it loads. All right, Mitchell Trubisky is in the shotgun. Let's see if we get fast forward again here. This is bizarre because usually my internet is pretty solid. I am not certain what's going on right now. I've praised Comcast multiple times, as I've said, and this is just straight up dog shit. Excuse my language. Let me see how many different streams I can pull up to try to slow it down even more. All right, so Saints just started, and of course I pulled up another one. So Mitchell Trubisky is in the squad. Is he going to drop the ball? Who knows with Mitchell Trubisky? You never know. He very well may drop this pass. It's a possibility. I think I hear Tillers in the background, so let's go over there. It is now 14-7. I don't know what happened. We're all in this together. We are all blind together. No, it's 14-6. He missed the extra point. The old laggy kick got us all. Am I mad about it? No. Because it's happened to all of us. Am I mad about it? No. What I am mad about is this constant buffering, because it really just ruins the whole vibe of trying to commentate a game. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This white circle here, it's not yellow, it's white. This white circle does a very good job of going around to let me know that it's trying to connect back to the internet. Then screens just disappear and try to catch up. I don't know if this is a Twitch thing, me thing. Marcus Davenport has a torn labrum. That's not good. That's a multiple week injury. He's pretty terrible in real life, but in Madden he's still very good. A big, fast, athletic guy that you can get by with on the end. And that's definitely a loss you don't want to have happen, especially when you're trying to dev him up to take a guy like Cameron Jordan's place, because Jordan is about, I believe, 33 or 34, something like that. But he's had a good game. So let's see if the Saints can answer here. They obviously are in the driver's seat, touchdown ahead. The Bills got the ball to start, but we're still in the first quarter, so it's very early. Justin Fields, diagnosing the D, throws a pump fake, almost fumbles that ball. Tremaine Edmonds comes right through, untouched. That is the first incompletion for Justin Fields. 5 for 6, 140, and 2 touchdowns. So you got to think that pressure may be the thing that the Bills are going to try to dial up here, because sitting back has not been working. Fields in the shotgun again. After that first down play where he got hit, let's see if they're going to shy away from the pass and go to the run. They're not going to drop back to pass again. Offensive line kind of gives it up again. This interior of the Saints offensive line has seemed pretty soft here lately. I mean, I know there's Ed Oliver and Tremaine Edmonds coming on blitzes, but there's been pretty consistent pressure here up the middle, which you never want to see. When you're dealing with a rookie quarterback. Nice little dump off there to Kamara. I probably would have panicked and just fucking hucked it down the sideline if that were me. Here we go. We all know this look. Is he going to blitz? Is he going to drop in zone? You gotta protect against this mid blitz, but you never know. What's he going to do? Let's see here what he does. Looks like Fields is trying to adjust to it. He does drop back in zone. Matt Milano back, and nice catch by Michael Thomas. Anybody else, that's probably an incompletion, and the Saints are probably going to have to punt. But that's one of the benefits of having an X-Factor wide receiver. Nice catch there by Thomas. It sucks if you're on the defense because you played that perfectly. But what are you going to do? It's an X-Factor wide receiver who made one hell of a catch. Again, here we are now winding down this. If this is a run, it's probably the last play of the first quarter. Let's see if it's going to be a run or a pass. And it is a run indeed, so we're probably looking at the last play of the first quarter, and Kamara breaks it free, gets popped. There, look at that. Little cornerback coming in hot action. I'm afraid to toggle through tabs, but I believe it was Levi Wallace. I think it was. Came in there with a little bit of a hit stick here, and that's going to take us to the second quarter. Let's see. I'm going to check on my phone to see if the other game has started yet. It has not, so we are still here in the Superdome, the Hurricane Katrina makeshift shelter. 14-6, Saints in the lead. Second quarter, 10 minutes to go. Saints coming out in a 3-wide receiver set out. So let's see what they're going with here. They got them spread out. You got to think, are they going to spread them out and then run the ball? That tends to be a nice little strategy here. Madden, Eric McCoy, and Cesar Ruiz in the middle. So I am surprised to see how leaky the interior of this Saints O-line has been. I'm assuming he has him. Here's a screenplay, and then it's wide open. Oh, nicely done. He got kind of jammed up, but very well done there by the Bills. That looked like that was going to be a potential touchdown, and the Bills reacted really well. Let me see here. I know I'm risking my internet just shitting the bed, but I do want to see if they have Cesar Ruiz and Eric McCoy here, because that interior of the Saints OL should be a little better. Yeah, Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, both very good players, and Andrews Pete. So I'm not certain why they're struggling so hard in the interior. It is Ed Oliver, who's very good. He's got a superstar dev, but I don't know. Typically, the offensive line tends to be really good. Traquan Smith, again on a drag. Levi Wallace there for the tackle. I believe that's Traquan Smith, unless he's traded him. No, it's Jamar Chase. Holy shit. Jamar Chase, Brevin Jordan. Well, I mean, wow. The Saints have some weapons. Justin Fields, Jamar Chase, how did he had to have had multiple early first-round picks. All right, now I got to go check this out. Now I got to figure this out. Here we go. Jamar Chase was 8th pick first round. Let's see where Justin Fields was. I know I should be watching the game, but this is curiosity kill to get. 3rd pick first round. So we had 3 and 8. I wonder how he managed that, because it's not like the Saints have a ton of capital. They got like old players. I'm very, very curious how that happened, but I'm intrigued and very well played by the Saints to have 2 picks in the top 10 in that first draft. So you get Jamar Chase, you get Justin Fields, you add that to Alvin Kamara, and then you pick up Brevin Jordan. I'm assuming he picked him up in the second. That is one heck of an offense to have to worry about here. That actually is bigger. I like that. I mean, I'm not going to chat, but it's a better view, I feel like, if I don't go. Kamara up the middle again, wide open, breaks a tackle there. He's inside the red zone here. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 14. The Saints can get another first down with about 8 minutes left to go in the quarter. Let's see when Brevin Jordan was taken. This is one hell of a draft by the Saints, I must say. Granted, it's all on offense, but Christ almighty. Yeah, 20th pick, 2nd round. So these Saints, I mean, they definitely invested in this offense. And Jared Cook goes, you get Brevin Jordan. Drew Brees goes, you get Justin Fields. Michael Thomas is aging, you get Jamar Chase. They did, I guess, what they needed to do. Jamar Chase, I would assume, is still hidden. Let's see. I didn't really look at that. I don't want to belabor the fact too much here. Brevin Jordan is indeed a normal dev. Let's see what Jamar Chase is. He is hidden. Let's see if we can go roster here. We'll check this after the drive because I know we want to see the touchdown, whether or not they score a touchdown. We'll check after the drive where about his dev is. Obviously, you can go to the edit screen and find out, but I'm not in Madden. Oh, just over the reach of Micah Hyde, and Michael Thomas comes down with a touchdown there. Got caught looking in the backfield. Well done there by the Saints. Looking like it's going to be 21-6 unless he gets hit with the old lag issue. Let's see, Dev. Sort by Dev. So Jamar Chase is a superstar. Okay, so when he unlocks, he will be a superstar. Justin Fields, it's one of those question marks. Obviously, he can go look him up in the edit player screen, but he's either star or superstar. With the way he's playing, though, he very well may be a superstar at the end of this year. And if he's already a superstar, very well may be an X factor, because this man is balling out so far. So we got 6:51 to go in the second. You got to think if the Bills don't score here, with the Saints getting the ball at halftime, it could be all she route. Isaiah McKenzie, is he going to take this one out? No, he is not. He's going to take a knee. Don't blame him, to be quite honest. Here we go, Mitchell. We got Bobby Foster coming in the game. A little bit of speed for the offense, huh? A little bit of that. Coming back. All right, I apologize again for that dead air, but what am I gonna talk to the cancel screen for? I'm not. Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Can buy or lease a Mercedes-Benz for a decent price. I mean, I don't think it's worth it. I drive a minivan. It's awesome. I can throw down the third row, put lumber in there. If I got to tote my kids around to soccer practice, I can do that. I recommend minivans. All right, here it goes. Looks like we're in cover 3, and we are indeed. Nicely played. User alert there on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I believe. That is his second or third big play of the game. Definitely one hell of a read there. That bubble screen was there, and if he didn't pick that, that was probably going for a long way. Actually, now that I look at it, the wide receiver said, I'm not going to block Marshawn Lattimore. I'm going to go past him. So I don't think it was going to be a big play. Should have been, but the Bills' offense decided it was not going to be. I'm guessing that was a Trubisky deal where Madden said, you have Mitchell Trubisky as your quarterback. This isn't happening. So this is a huge, huge play here. The Bills got to keep him out of the end zone, got to hold him to 3. And Kamara's going to run off guard here. Levi Wallace has really impressed me with his tackling ability. He's coming in hard. Him and Matt Milano combined for the tackle there. The Bills are in desperation mode here. They got to hold him to 3. But it's one of those deals where you don't want to go too crazy because then you give yourself up over the top. If you blitz, now the play action happens, whatever happens. He's got Michael Thomas. We already saw him score a touchdown. I don't know where Brevin Jordan is here. It looks like he's off of right tackle here, and we are going to run again. So we're now 3rd and short. Curious to see what the Saints do here on 3rd and 3. Nice little tackle there by Tremaine Edmonds. You know, this Bills D is very athletic, but they haven't been able to match the youngsters here. Brevin Jordan, Jamar Chase, Justin Fields. It's just been the young boys on show, and I'm very curious to find out. I'm sure I'll be told in the chat how the Saints managed to really restock on offense. I'm curious to see what their defense looks like after this drive here, whether they get a touchdown or a field goal, to see where else their picks went, because you got to think they got a little old on D. I know I saw Demario Davis on the Dolphins, so I don't know if they maybe flipped him for some assets or what. But here we go, Kamara on a pitch, and that was blown up very, very well. That was not Ed Oliver, but number 90, who's had a really good game so far for the Bills, and that is Julius Peppers. I'm assuming he was from the Bears or Panthers, or who knows? Who knows what legend team he was from, but I'm assuming. Oh, now I'm in my own stream, which is not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be here. 2nd and goal. After the Julius Peppers tackle. We're going to drop back to pass. Justin Fields is going to get sacked. No, he gets it off, and it's picked off. That's going to go to the house. Micah Hyde, he might get caught by Alvin Kamara because Kamara is fast. Or is it going to be Josh Adams, the speedy? I don't think he should have caught him in real life, but I think he's like an 89 speed now. He's of the Eagles, of the Jets. He's been bounced around practice squads, but he's like a Madden god because he's big and fast. He's kind of like Kalen Ballage, who also was on the Jet squad. Really, almost what I would call a game-saving play there. I know it's early in the game, but that's borderline a game-saving play by Micah Hyde on the out on Brevin Jordan. Undercuts it, takes it what should have been to the house. I'm sure Tiller is pretty pissed right now that he didn't take that to the house. But 21-6, and the Bills have to answer here with a touchdown. Wow, I don't know what the hell that was. But the Saints, all 11 players were in on that. Poor Mitchell Trubisky, as much as I want to shit on him, he had nothing. Looked like Sam Darnold back there, just getting dominated. So let's see what they do on second down after that pure domination by the Saints defense. We're going to go over the middle, and again, I'm shocked by the way this Saints D is all over everything. I don't know if it's just luck and the play calls matching up with the play call, but these Saints have really been all over everything. You gotta, I think, if you can get Diggs off of Lattimore, which he has been the past couple of plays that I've noticed, you gotta think you might try to go to Diggs here, and he is off of him again, I do believe. Drop back, and we do no. He uses Diggs as more of a decoy, and that is a touchdown for the Bills, and that is huge. That is to Robert Foster, the recently bumped up to number 2 on the wide receiver depth chart. Robert Foster, really good speed. Let's see if he goes for 2 here, or if he's going to just take the points and play it as it is. Looks like we're going for 2 to make it 21-14. And while we're doing this 2-point conversion and then kickoff, you'll have to excuse me. I got to get to check on the childrens, as they say, because they're old enough to put themselves to bed. But as we know with kids, well, I don't think they did it. And we're going to go Singletary's going to get the 2-point conversion, and we're going to go check on the kids. So excuse me for a minute while we have some downtime. And we're back. Thank you guys for listening in to WQRT 97.7 Classic Rock during that little intermission. I know there was no intermission. I know that you guys just listened to dead air. But yeah, sometimes you have to do actual adult things, and that's what I had to do. So the Bills saved the game here. If they can get another turnover here, you got to think they're right back in business. They really want to hold the Saints to a field goal at maximum here, with the Saints getting the ball at halftime. And here we go, Kamara again, and he does not get the ball off in time. Number 79, Gregory Rousseau. A lot of high-profile rookies on display in this game. You got Gregory Rousseau, you've got Jamar Chase, you've got Justin Fields, you've got Brevin Jordan. Everywhere you look, you got a friggin' top-notch rookie. I don't know if the Bills and the Saints strong-armed, if they had Hunter Biden-style pictures of somebody or what went on, but they had some really damn good picks. Bills is diving all over the place. Michael Thomas gets a first down after that sack, and Gregory Rousseau has to be pretty pissed at his team. Let's do this with the Bills, because I believe Rousseau is typically usually an X-Factor or a superstar dev. Yeah, he's one of the two. He's either an X-Factor or a superstar with the way he's listed there, and that guy's going to be a problem for years to come in the AFC East. Let's see here. We got Fields. Hands it off to Kamara. Kamara's not going to get the edge. Micah Hyde again in there with the tackle. Superstar dev safety. Very well done by him. Let's go see where Rousseau was drafted, because now I'm intrigued by the amount of top picks in this game. While that's loading, we'll go here, because we know Daddy Leagues, as much as I love it, well, sometimes not worth the price when it loads for 17 minutes. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can try to confuse. It looks like they're going to try to confuse Justin Fields here with a zone blitz, and here it comes off the corner. He's going to go on the drag route to Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase is going to get up a first down, get into Bills territory at the 42. Chase hasn't really had any huge plays, but he's had some pretty consistent plays. Let's see what it is here. Yeah, 3 for 45, so 15 yards per catch average is nothing to sneeze at, but again, it's not as if he's just crushing the team. I do believe he had that touchdown earlier when I thought 10 was still Traquan Smith, but it was not. So I do believe Jamar Chase 3 for 45 and a touchdown. The rookie's really taking center stage here in the Superdome. Justin Fields back to pass again. Edmonds lurking over the middle. Is he going to try it into triple coverage? And it is. Should have been intercepted. Jordan Poyer. If you're Tiller, you're cursing your TV right now, because I don't know if he hit the triangle too soon or what Madden's excuse was there. But that should have been intercepted. Threw it into essentially double coverage. Triple if you're counting Edmonds underneath, but really double coverage there. Jordan Poyer should have picked that ball off, and he did not. That, again, keeps the Saints' hopes alive see if he goes to the run here after that pass, kind of scared him a little bit. Let's see. No, he's going to go back. He's going to pass again. Edmonds dropping back deep. Here we go into the slot. Into the flat. The slot receiver came into the flat on the other side, and it was not there again. Another dangerous pass. 3rd and 10. I'm curious to see what the Saints do here because that's 2 dangerous passes in a row. That one could have been very easily a pick 6 if it weren't a tackle animation that got triggered. Let's go full screen to New Orleans. All right. Fields, I would assume this is going to be a pass. Yes, it is indeed. Fields drops back to pass. The line holds up. He's got the comeback route there, and it is indeed caught by Jamar Chase. One hell of a catch there. Hard to complain there. Now he's up to 240. Right about 239, I think it said, on the half. So Jamar Chase and Justin Fields really tearing up this Bills D. Jamar Chase on pace for about a 120-yard game. Justin Fields on pace for just a ho-hum 500-yard game. Just the old ho-hum 500-yard game. All right, we're going to switch something up here. Jordan's going to come in tight, and we're going to bring Kamara in. We're going to run it to Kamara in an inside zone, and nicely played there by Gregory Rousseau. That dude is big and fast. That's not going to be fun for the AFC East these next few years when his his abilities and those traits unlock. I don't know what they're going to be, but Jesus Christ, he's huge and he's fast off the edge there. You pair that with Ed Oliver, that is not going to be fun at all. Then you got Tremaine Edmonds behind it. Matt Milano looks like he's a superstar dev, which he has no business being, but whatever. And here's Edmonds. Speak of the devil. Comes in flying for that sack. 3rd and 17. I don't know that I love the timeout there by the Bills. I think it gives the Saints time to regroup. It's not as if you're going to go down the field in 20 seconds by the time you get to kickoff, yada, 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 and get a touchdown. Although I get it. If you're losing, you got to try to conserve as much time as possible. I just don't love it. Here we go, Kamara in motion. Let's see if we're going man or zone. We are going man Poyer on a slant combo here. And Michael Thomas, he's a slant guy. And this is where that timeout comes back to haunt you. Because you got to think the Saints aren't calling a timeout on 3rd and 17. They're going to let that clock run down and either potentially kick a field goal on 3rd down or run something safe. So that timeout does come back to haunt the Bills on the old slant meister by Michael Thomas. Let's see Brevin Jordan here in the slot. I don't know who 85 is, but I want to look that up because he looks like he should be a tight end, but he's not. Looks like it's like a Hunter Renfro's little brother or something. Not to be racist, but it's a light slot receiver. 10 years ago it would have been Julian Edelman, but now it's Hunter Renfro. So let's see what we got here. We got Hunter Renfro Jr. running across on a little crosser, and we got Jamar Chase coming underneath. He's really utilized Jamar Chase more on these drags and these crossers. I'm curious to see if he'll let him take a shot deep here. So we're now to 23 seconds. 2nd and inches on the 3. With a timeout in hand, it's kind of sketchy. I think you call a run here, call your timeout, and then you've got time to decide whether you want to do a pass, spike, pass. I don't know. But I think you call a run here, personally. We'll see what he does. He is going to indeed run the ball, and he's going to get in. Touchdown Bills, or touchdown Saints. The Bills have to be kicking themselves after using that timeout. Again, when I play, feel free to stream and talk shit on my game strategy, but I don't know that I would have called that timeout there. So we're going to go into half. Looking like 28-14. Could a miracle happen? Certainly, but for all intents and purposes, 28-14 Saints, and I do believe from the time I tuned in that the Saints get the ball to start the half, which could be the put-away drive. Isaiah McKenzie, is he going to run this one out? No, he is not. He's going to take it in the back of the end zone with a little fair catch there. We're going to come out here at the 25. You got 75 yards. You got to figure you got to go at least. I mean, I'm assuming this kicker, we started this season before the Jets game, but this kicker had to have gotten an update after the Jets game when he kicked 6 field goals. But let's say he's a 95 power. I don't know what he is. Let's say 95 power. You got to figure you need 50 yards here. No, not 50. Who the hell? What am I talking about? Good play there. I mean, I'm glad to see him go to Diggs on the outside. You don't need 50 yards. I'm on drugs. You need 35 yards to at least attempt a field goal. You'd want more, but at least 35. So let's see what they do here on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Safety bites. He's got him. Oh, he had Diggs on that post route if he threw that ball. And it is going to be roughing the passer. That's huge. That is huge. Diggs was open on that post route because the safety came up. Man, Diggs was open, but he's got 2 plays here. Maybe 3. Definitely 2, but maybe 3 if he's quick. Let's see. We're going to fake the jet sweep. Fake the zone run. I like it. Dawson Knox here. Got to call a timeout. Yeah, I think you got time for one more play. It's got to be quick, but I think you got time for a handoff. Something quick, whether it's a slant, whatever it is, a handoff, a timeout, and then you attempt a field goal. So I like the play call and got bailed out by that roughing the passer. Not that it's a bailout, but you know what I'm saying. And I wish I would have seen what would happen with Diggs. This is risky because it looks like from the pullback on the player. I don't like to give away too much with the player because I don't want someone to be stream sniping. Whoa, here we go. Is it going to be time? He's got the timeout. I don't know if it was incomplete or not, though. It was indeed incomplete, I believe, because it looked like he was past the first down. So we're going to try the 60-yard field goal. No wind in the Superdome, although you never know with Madden. Sometimes there is wind in the Superdome. Sometimes there is indeed wind in the Superdome. Actually, no, there usually isn't. It's usually the removable roof stadiums where there's wind. I don't think that the end of the first half timeouts ice the kicker. I think it's only the end of the game. Let's see, though. Could be wrong in Madden 21, but I don't think end of the... No, it does not. Does not indeed. So let's see. Here we go from 60. This would be one hell of a boot. He nailed it, but I don't know if he's got the leg. Wow. He fucking nailed that. So we are an 11-point game, 2-possession game as we go into half. I do believe we're going to find out in about 13 seconds. The Saints do indeed get the ball to start. But if you are the Bills, you are happy to only be down 11. Man, because after taking that timeout, I really thought it was going to backfire for the Bills, but they did at least get 3 out of it. Granted, they gave up 7, but I really thought that was going to go. Sorry, responding to some other league shit. But we do have ball out of the end zone, 28-17. Why didn't I go pee? I've been drinking. Should have gone pee during halftime, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to do that now. Let's hope that Jamar Chase and Justin Fields don't break one off for a huge play. But while I'm gone, watch and enjoy. Oh, we're back. 2nd and 8. So we didn't miss much. Missed a 2-yard play. I'm not mad about it. Gregory Rousseau is a fucking demon. He looked like DK Metcalf chasing down Buda Baker there. Didn't get there in time. Justin Fields stared him in the face and said, "Bring it home, boy." Threw one hell of a pass over the middle there. We got 3rd and 1. Again, it's a 2-possession game. It's still early, but if you're the Bills, you want stops as often as you can get them. This would be big here. I'm curious to see if the Saints are going to try a big play here. Having a 2-possession advantage, you do kind of have that in your back pocket. Like, shit, I can try something funky here. Looks like he's going to run the ball, though. He does indeed run the ball, and he got very lucky to get that. Wow, the Bills stuffed that up nicely. Alvin Kamara just bounced off the guard to the left there. Andrews Pete, I believe it was, and Matt Milano couldn't stop him in time. Really, really fortunate there for the Saints. So here we go again. We got Fields in the backfield with Kamara. Kamara's going to run out in motion. Going to throw you ball, and he's got the slant there to Jamar Chase, who has been the underneath guy. I don't know if he's basically going to be the new Michael Thomas. We're going to get first downs 8-9 yards at a time, which, again, 8-9 yards per completion is great. Don't get me wrong. But you would think when you got the explosiveness of Jamar Chase, you want to see him out and about more as opposed to all the underneath stuff he's been getting. 2nd and 4 here. Back to pass. And there he is. Andy Isabella is Hunter Renfro's little cousin. That's who it is. So, wow, the Saints have quite the receiving core. They've got the big boy, Michael Thomas. They got Jamar Chase, the youngster. And they've got the speedy white slot guy who's always crafty, Andy Isabella, in his 3rd year now at a UMass. The Saints were wheeling and dealing, that they got all these first round and early second round. I guess Brevin Jordan in the 20th pick of the second round wasn't early, but they got Brevin Jordan, Jamar Chase, Justin Fields, and then they got Andy Isabella. So the Saints were doing some wheeling and dealing. I know that Teron Armstead also, I believe, went to the Dolphins, so I'm curious if that was one of those first rounders, maybe from the Texans or what. But I have to think, as Gregory Rousseau does the solidarity, what is it? Celebration? Is that the word? Am I an idiot? Yes, I'm an idiot. Did I have a brain fart? I did. But it was a solidarity celebration there, which it's like the knee. All the rookies have it. It's like you take a knee, you do the fist, which I go to often. I'm a solidarity guy. I'm that guy. With Colin Kaepernick, why not make him an 84 overall? I like it. We'll do the solidarity. I do it often. I know some people get annoyed by it, and that makes me want to do it even more. So here we go. We've got Justin Fields 2nd and 10 now. Gregory Rousseau has impressed. All the rookies have impressed, really. And we're there on a flat. Was that Brevin Jordan there? Yes, it was indeed. He's not had a great game, but he's been there when they needed him. This has been quite the impressive performance for all the rooks. Gregory Rousseau hasn't quite made like these huge splash plays, but man, he's been impressive. Let's see if he can get some pressure here. I don't think he's on the field here. He is not. Looks like Matt Milano is playing rush edge here for some reason, but he is. What are you gonna do? Win some, you lose some. Here he comes off the edge, Matt Milano, and he doesn't get off the edge. You got to think Rousseau probably would have been better off the edge. And there's the aforementioned Brevin Jordan. Justin Fields now up to 340 yards passing early in the 3rd quarter. This kid's on his way to a monster day. Joe Burrow-like there. Huh? I think he's even playing better than Joe Burrow. Burrow puts up hella good stats. He's still got some stuff he's got to work on as far as the pro game goes, but man, that kid looks good. Justin Sherbert, man, he looks good. It's one hell of a draft class for these rookie quarterbacks. Curious to see what Tua is going to look like after this Dolphins bye, and obviously we're talking real life because Tua looked pretty good against my Jags. He made quite a few passes, and there you go again. Kamara falling forward. He made a huge run earlier in this drive to keep the drive going, and it's just so funny how one little yard can make a huge difference in a drive because it went from, are the Saints going to have to punt this ball? Kamara gets that extra yard to now they're kicking the ball up 3 scores and got the game in hand here. They took away half the 3rd quarter with that drive, so you got to think the Saints are very, very happy with their position at the moment. Let's see if any other games have kicked off yet. It does not look like any have. I thought there was going to be another game kicking off, but it does not look like that's happened. McKenzie, is he going to take this one out and try? No, he's not. He's going to take another knee. I'd like to see Isaiah McKenzie with his speed just take a chance here. Down 18, I mean, what do you got to lose? Granted, yes, you can fumble, and next thing you know, you're down 25, but I mean, it's a 3-score game. You got to try to score as fast as possible. What's the difference between the 25 and the 21? It's not a huge difference, in my opinion, so I think you got to just give it a whirl. We're now on to strawberry kiwi, or watermelon kiwi. I apologize. We went from passion fruit to pineapple to watermelon kiwi. So we were 3 Trulies deep. Probably going to be a great night when my wife gets home and realizes I've had a few too many of her seltzers, actually, because I didn't buy any beer. So I've been drinking her seltzers, had a few too many of them, and I've been commentating video games. So it's going to be one hell of a night in the Dendarski household tonight. Send up prayers, send up passenger pigeons work, whatever you've got to send up, balloons. The Japanese lanterns, whatever it is you want to send up, you can send it up into the air. Just not hairspray or any aerosols or any of that stuff. CO2, no, none of that. But whatever you want to send up into the air, you send it up. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Mitchell Trubisky is going to be terrible. He's going to drop back. We got a screen pass set up. He throws it pretty quickly to Singletary, and it works out well. Nice juke there by Singletary. So that puts Trubisky over the 150-yard mark. So for Trubisky, that's basically a 600-yard day. When in terms of Mitchell Trubisky, that's essentially he had a career day. He hit 150 yards. I kid with the Mitch. Wow, nicely done there. RPO option. Diggs toast. Is that Worley, the Madden God? We know he's got the speed, but man, is he terrible in real life. Let's see here. No, I didn't want to do position. I wanted to do number 25. Oh, it was Mosley. Okay, I don't know why I saw Worley, but it was definitely Mosley. Nice little screen there again to Diggs. Diggs is going to take it up. Looks like he got the first down. It's either 2nd and inches or a first down. 2nd and 1. Not a great spot there. But, yeah, Emmanuel Mosley is one hell of a – he's tall. He's speedy. He's a normal dev. But at 78, you got to think you're happy with that. Unfortunately, at already 25 years old, he's not going to get much higher than an 82, 83 by the time you cut him. Which, again – in these past couple of cycles, 82, 83 is a starter and a really good contributor. But I don't know what he gave up. I'm curious what he gave up to the Niners for that pick, although he's got a ton of first-round talent on his squad now. So couldn't have been too much. And here we go now. Robert Foster getting in on the act, who caught the touchdown earlier. So Trubisky has really found his groove since they put Foster in at that second wide receiver slot. Diggs, and now Foster. Foster. I don't know why I went Foster. Like I was from fucking New England. Foster. Robert Foster. Or maybe a little bit of Australian accent there. I'd like a old oil can of some Fosters right now. But let's see what Truby's going to do. Old Mitchell. Play action fake. Are we going to Diggs? Are we going to run it? We're going to run it, and he's going to get the first down. Is he going to go down? He is going to go down. He remembers to triple tap square or whatever the hell it is now, because everybody has single tap square and dove aimlessly into a defender. We've all done it, because it's ridiculous that they changed it to like 17 taps now on square to take a friggin' slide. But well done there. This is what the Bills needed. They needed a quick scoring drive. Even if you only get 3 here, it's a 2-possession game. Obviously, a touchdown, 7 points is worth more than 3 points. Clearly, we all can do math. We all went to elementary school. But even 3 here gets it to a 2-score game, so you don't want to be too crazy. The Bills have already given away points with an interception of Malcolm Jenkins earlier in the game. They don't want to do it again. I mean, not that anybody, whether it's Malcolm Jenkins or anyone, they just don't want to throw away the pass, period, at all. Let's see here. We have 2nd and goal at the 4. We're going to go to Singletary. Looks like he's going to get in. No, he's not. One hell of a stop there. I don't know who came in on that second half. I think it was Janoris Jenkins. Is he number 20? Let's see. All right, let's go back to the game here. 3rd and goal. Up the middle. I do want to give props to whoever number 20 is. I think it's Janoris Jenkins or someone who looks like him. Oh, Dawson Knox. Ball in his friggin' hands. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson gets the interception. That's his 2nd of the day, maybe 3rd. I completely forget, but he's had one hell of a day. It is Janoris Jenkins, number 20. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson essentially ends the game for all intents and purposes. We'll watch this drive here, but if the Saints get points, we're going to sign off and call it a night, because at 38-17, you're looking at a 3-score game, probably less than a quarter to go by the time the Saints do it. We'll see here, though. Maybe the Madden gods will want me to keep commentating, and the Bills will get a quick turnover. That's brutal there. Dawson Knox just taps it to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We got Kamara here in motion. They're going to throw it to Kamara. He's going to go for at least a first down, and he does indeed go for that first down. So now you got another 2 plays, and you're getting to the fourth quarter. So at best, the Bills get the ball back here the beginning of the fourth quarter. You got to think it's desperation mode here, whether that's all-out blitz, whether that's zone and try to get a zone blitz and get an interception. I don't know what it is for the Bills, but whatever their go-tos are, they got to pull them out here. Here we go. 2nd and 8, so you got one more snap until the fourth quarter, and then we'll see where it goes from here. They are going to have to snap it, obviously. If you can do math, they're going to have to snap. He's going to throw the ball. I don't know that I like throwing that ball there, but it is caught, luckily, because you are going to get to the end of the third quarter. Now, I think I run it and at least get to the end of the third quarter guaranteed, but he got there, so it's not a huge difference, but I think I like running that ball, get to the end of the third quarter, and then if you really want to pass, take it at the fourth quarter and pass it on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, whatever it is. So here we go. Let's see what he does 3rd and 7. This is pretty much the play of the game in my opinion. The Saints get a first down here. It's all but over because they can kill another 2 minutes off the clock. They're already up 3 scores. It's pretty much all over but the shouting, as they say, if they get a first down here. I'm waiting with bated breath. Sorry for the silence, but I'm just so anxious here. Let's see. Justin Fields is going to call an audible, or hot routed. So it looks like they are going to pass. They drop back to pass. Got an out route. He's got the slant. He's got the guy underneath. And that was Ed Oliver gets in there and saves the game for the Bills. Quite literally. So the Bills, I don't know. I know the hurry-up rules here are a little murky. But the Bills pretty much have to be in, if not hurry-up mode, very much we got to get the ball and get going mode. They're really going to be kicking themselves on that interception because let's say they didn't get that. Let's say they kicked the field goal and then they made the Saints go 3 and out. They're only down 2 scores as opposed to 3. So down 3 scores with only 9:50 to go in the fourth. This is I wouldn't call it Mount Everest, but one of the mountains in the Poconos here on the East Coast. we got the little Appalachian Trail here on the east. We like to hike it and see some black bears and yell at them. It's not like we're dealing with those grizzlies out west or out in Alaska where they eat people. Grizzly Man, most underrated documentary of all time. Sad he got eaten. So we got some RPO here, and that gets blown up by Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan twice now has been in Mitchell Trubisky's face. The first time Trubisky tried to hand it off to him, Jordan didn't want it. That time Jordan just said, I'm going to tackle you. And Trubisky went down like a sack of taters. Here we go. Let's see here. 2nd and 13. Bills really got to get something going here and quick. Drops back to pass. We got Diggs. And Diggs has been, when Trubisky has gone to Diggs, it's been successful. It's just not been often enough. As you just saw, Trubisky's 11 of 22, only 50% completion percentage. Diggs, 3 receptions, 40 yards. So he's averaging almost 15 yards of completion, which is great, but you want to get it going. John Brown can't get outside there. He's got the speed, but he can't get outside. Marshawn Lattimore with one hell of a tackle. 2nd and 8 now, and this is not what the Bills want. They do not want a 6 yards at a time kind of drive. They need to pick up some big chunks here. Let's see here. We got Trubisky. I assume he's going to be back to pass again. He is indeed. Oh, no. Threw it into coverage, and we got our boy there. Ashton Davis from the Jets, the white speedy wonder, the great white hope. The Saints have really overhauled this roster. Ashton Davis is very fast, not much else in this initial Madden roster, but I'm curious to see if he devved him up or if he is just what I think he is. Let's go by name since his name starts with A. That will be easier to find him. Ashton Davis, 32, free safety. He is indeed a normal dev, but he's 76 overall. I don't know if he got a bump or if maybe I just don't use the Jets properly. I am a Jets season ticket holder, but that's all that. I believe that's all she wrote. We'll finish this drive, but after this drive, we'll go ahead and sign off and call it a night. I hope to do this again anytime I get a chance. My best next chance will be either Friday or Saturday. I've got some work commitments, we'll call them, real life, tomorrow. But Friday, it's like a weird hybrid day where I won't be in office. And then Saturday, the wife works and the kids do have soccer and then Halloween. But if there's that window between like 11 and 5, I should be able to commentate a game. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But it's not over yet. It's very close to over. But it's not completely done yet. Looks like we're going to pass the ball here with these hot route motions. Saints are going to call a timeout. I'm not certain why you would even bother with passing the ball. You run the ball 3 times, take 2 minutes off the clock, and you're up 38-17 with 5:30 to go, right? I don't understand why you would even attempt to pass the ball here. You then go up 3 full touchdowns with 5 minutes to go. With the way onside kicks are in Madden, it's just not going to happen. He's going to throw the ball. So here we go. Let's hope he doesn't get a pick or a fumble or something of that sort. Drop back. He should have been picked. Really, honestly, should have been picked, but number 50 just did not react to the pass the way he should have. And again, it stops the clock, and I don't get it. I personally do not get it. So you probably do have a field goal in hand here, so I understand wanting to get the first down and continuing to move the clock, but I just think you run it 3 times here and kick the field goal, go up 21 points, and there you go. There's the run. Kamara gets the first down and then some, and now you've got 3 plays inside the 10. First and goal, you're going to take it down to 5 minutes. You'll be up at a minimum 38-17 at the end of this, and there's just almost zero chance that the Bills can come back. So we will watch to the end of this Saints drive, barring a turnover. We'll end it after this. We're going to audible. We're going to basically flip the play here. And again, another timeout. Just look. You want the most optimal setup for every play, but at a certain point, you just got to say to yourself, it doesn't matter if I get 1 yard or 3 or 5 or 8. Just run the play, run the ball, run the clock, and let that be that. And I don't want anyone to take this if you're still listening, because I doubt anyone is. But if you're still listening, I don't want anyone to take this as an attack on the Saints' play calling or gameplay. I'm just saying, me personally, I would just run the ball. Who cares if it's an inch, if it's a yard, if it's a touchdown? Who cares? You're more concerned about the clock at this point in the game, and that's all that matters. So again, feel free when I play a game to talk shit on me or commentate on my play calling. I'm all for it. I just don't want anyone to think I'm coming at anyone, especially I've been in this league for now a whole 3 days. Oh no. That's not good. You hope that's not long term in a game that is all but decided. Your young, really good center goes down. You don't want to see that. I don't know if he's got Ruiz at center or McCoy at center, but either way, whether it's guard or center, who the hell cares? You don't want to see a young, good player go down in a game that's essentially over. Let's see here. Fields is going to... drop back to hand it off to Kamara. Kamara's not going to get in. But again, by the time the Bills get the ball back, there's going to be 5 minutes left. He's going to need 3 touchdowns. If he makes this field goal, we're going to go ahead and sign off and call it a night. Nicely done there. Tremaine Edmonds shot the gap really well. Julius Peppers was in there. So this Bills defensive line, this front seven is not going to be fun to play if you're in the AFC East. The Saints offense is not going to be fun to play if you're in the NFC South. Both of these teams have some really good young pieces on opposite sides of the ball. I think the Bills offense could use some help, and I think the Saints defense could use some help. Granted, they got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They've got Marshawn Lattimore. They do have some pieces. They've got, I didn't see Marcus Williams, but they got Ashton Davis, who apparently is a 76 overall. So you got to think that both of these teams are going to be teams that are going to compete now and in the future. Broken ribs. So typically those aren't terrible. Maybe 2-3 weeks, if that. Sometimes they come back the next game from broken ribs. So we're going to sign off here. That's 21 points, 5 minutes left in the game. That's all but over. And gentlemen, I will try to do this again, like I said, either Friday or Saturday, if it works out.